Hi there, this is Vargas, and I am back again with another DVD update. These are the DVDs that I bought in a week's worth of DVDs that I bought through Movie Freak Bazaar. I finally had a chance to go visit him and pick up the stuff that I had in storage with him. First, a little bit more of that Presidente with Coke. Still getting the grapes? How is that possible? I don't know. Anyway, so let's get started because I don't want to fall in the trap that I usually do to make a really long-winded video. So let's get started. Now, this one might be a little bit more tricky because I'm in the table, and if the table wobbles, it might make the microphone wobble as I'm putting on the DVDs here. So let's see how that works. First off, from Warner Brothers Archive Collection, Peter Sellers in the Fiendish plot of Dr. Fumanchu. This is Peter Sellers, who you might remember in the Pink Panther movies, as well as Doctor Strangelove. I don't know if these Warner collection are like special burnt discs. It doesn't have any special features, which is always a bummer. I hate it when a DVD doesn't have special features. But some of these older movies, well, how much special features could they have actually recorded back in the day? So now, Fu Manchu, I remember from comic books and a couple of old TV series. Nowadays, you will never see a Fu Manchu interpretation. I know that in Shang-Chi and the Seven Rings, the idea was to put a Fu Manchu-like character as the villain, maybe as the Mandarin, but yeah, that's not politically correct nowadays. But yeah, this is Peter Sellers. I think, I might be wrong, I might be right, but I think this might have been the last movie he did before he died. So yeah, Peter Sellers in the Fiendish plot of Dr. Fu Manchu. Next one, you know me, if you follow my channel, if you know how I collect movies, you know that I love getting extended cuts, director cuts, different versions of movies I already own. And I have the normal cut, but I did not know that they had an extended cut of The Replacement Killers, starring Chow Yun-fat and Mira Sorvino. This was an okay movie. It was a good Chow Yun-fat movie. Not his best. Hard-boiled. I need to get hard-boiled. That was a good one. But this one was okay, and I'm, again, genuinely surprised that this had an extended cut, but I'm happy to add that to the collection. Now, the thing about collecting extended cuts or director's cuts or producer cuts or something like that, unrated cuts, is that usually they might just add 1 or 2 minutes tops, and then just re-release it as an extended cut. They might have something that was a special feature, a deleted scene that was as a special feature added back into the movie. Sometimes it's genuinely a different experience. Sometimes they re-edit the movie, and it's totally different from your original experience. So that's why I like collecting extended cuts or different cuts of movies. Another one I bought is this one that just I forgot about, honestly. And it's been so long since I've heard anyone mention it. But it's Ed TV. It's like the comedy Truman Show. The Truman Show was this very serious type of movie. Ed TV was the comedy version, where a reality show was based entirely on Matthew McConaughey, and they would follow him everywhere and set up all these things to get ratings up. Yeah, it's just something that I haven't seen in years, and I've never come across a DVD copy. So when I saw this with Movie Freak, I was like, I'm going to buy that because I've never come across a copy of that. So there you go. Another archive collection, Edward J. Robinson, The Man with Two Faces. I've mentioned this numerous times. I like buying older movies because I already like them, but I'm finding a way bigger respect for older movies because they were actual sets, not digital. They had actual extras, again, not digital. Everything there was practical, so yeah, this movie came out in 1934, so it's a really early movie, and I like visiting these older movies because I just really like, going back to older movies. I'm that kind of guy. I do like seeing movies in black and white. I kind of get why some people wouldn't want to see a black and white movie because they think it's boring. But I grew up watching a lot of black and white movies, and I have a love for them. It has a different feel. Next up, starring Billy Zane and Timothy Dalton, one of the 007s, made by Hallmark Entertainment, Cleopatra. Now, if you're a movie buff, you know the Cleopatra movie with the famous big budget one. That's the standard Cleopatra that everyone knows. But I like seeing these adaptations of different things. Again, I'm a huge movie collector. I like seeing different takes on something that's been already done. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. But I like the experience of watching movies. That's why I collect movies. That's why I like coming across these really weird DVDs, because you get a lot of cool stuff. I don't have a lot of Elvis movies in my collection. I think I only have 2, and I want to fix that. And this one is perfect because some of it is filmed in Mexico, and this is Elvis, Fun in Acapulco, even though Elvis is not in Acapulco. Some of the scenes are filmed in Acapulco, and but Elvis during this time was not allowed into Mexico. There's a big story. I suggest you Google the facts behind this movie, but there's this big thing on why Elvis could not visit Mexico, and it was not his fault. It was a person in power that did a whole smear campaign on Elvis, and people hated Elvis in Mexico. And then it was later found out that Elvis didn't have anything to do with it. It was this other guy that was responsible for it. But yeah, I thought Elvis in Mexico, I'm buying that. So I did. This one, I bought this and then unfortunately the actor died. But Sidney I can never pronounce his name. Sidney Poitier in Lilies on the Field. This is released by Kino and Kino Lorber, and yeah, another black and white movie, and I like buying these movies, so bought that. This one, Blind Buy, I don't think I've seen this one, so not really much to talk about, but by MTV Films, Better Luck Tomorrow. Now, I bought this because I thought it was a maybe an Asian gangster flick or an action flick. It's not. It's not. Reading the back, it's not. It's a comedy, and I was like, oh. But at the same time, it might be good. I don't know anything about it, so this one I already owned. But going back to the different cuts of movies, this is the director's cut of Lethal Weapon, one of my favorites, old school movie series. I like all 4. I know a lot of people don't like 4 that much, or even 3, but I like them. I like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is the best one, definitely. Lethal Weapon 1, but the director's cut in a shiny snapper case. And I already have the first one, but not the director's cut. And I didn't know that there were director's cut of these, but apparently there's as far as I know, there's a director's cut of 1, 2, and 3. I have one, and I have another director's cut with Power Movies, and I think I bought another director's cut with Movie Freak. So I bought 2 with Movie Freak and 1 with Power Movies, and I don't know if there's a director's cut for Part 4, but there probably is, and I will have to get it because that's how I roll. Picked up the 20th anniversary edition 2-disc set of Dirty Dancing. I have one of the collector's editions of Dirty Dancing, but this is a different set, and it's a 2-disc set with more special features than the copy I have. So, of course, I'm going to double dip, and I'm going to buy this edition of Dirty Dancing and enjoy these special features because I love special features. I love movies, but I also love seeing all the stuff that went behind in making a movie, and I love all these cast interviews, and this one, again, has a whole bunch of special features, so I love that kind of stuff. Next one, a sci-fi was debating whether or not to give this to Macabro, Professor Macabro. He's the one that takes care of the horror section of the collection. So check him out and subscribe to him because he's only at 16 subs, and I don't want him to get mad. He gets violent when he gets mad. This is more of an action sci-fi horror thing. The Darkest Hour. It's about these like energy aliens that start destroying people, and people have to find a way to fight back. I remember the trailer, and I thought the trailer was really cool. I haven't actually seen this one, which is why I bought it, but happy to add it and finally get to see it. It might be garbage. It might be good. I don't know. Next one, starring Ray Liotta, William Dafoe, and Michelle Rodriguez, Control. It's about this ex-con that forcibly volunteers into a project for a new drug that takes away his violent tendencies. And he takes it, and he finds that it works, and he tries to get a normal life, but his past violent life catches up to him, and shit hits the fan. But yeah, really, really, really glad to add this one to the collection. A number of months ago, I bought through Movie Freak Disc 2 of this particular one, and this is Disc 1 of the company. So I have Disc 1 and Disc 2 because this is a miniseries, and it stars Michael Keaton, Alfred Molina, and Chris O'Donnell. So I'll buy anything that has Michael Keaton in it. To this day, to me, he is the best Batman of all time, and anything with Michael Keaton is great, and also has Dr. Octopus, Alfred Molina, so yeah. I needed Disc 1 because I had Disc 2. Also got some awesome Tom and Jerry. This is Tom and Jerry, the Spotlight Collection, Volume 3. I bought Volume 1 a couple of months ago. And I grew up with Tom and Jerry. I love Tom and Jerry. I've actually been trying to introduce my kids to Tom and Jerry, and I can't find it streaming anywhere. At least none of the streaming services that I have contracted. And there's nothing on YouTube, and that bugs me. So super happy to find this. I need to get Volume 2, and I want to show this to my kids because I grew up watching Tom and Jerry, and to this day I still find it hilarious. It's really, really funny. I really, really like Tom and Jerry. I'm getting them into Looney Tunes, the Bugs Bunny, the Daffy Ducks. That's on HBO Max, and they dig it. they like the Looney Tunes, and I really wish I could get them into Tiny Toons, but I can't find that streaming anywhere. So I'm gonna have to track down those DVDs that released a couple of years ago. But yeah, Tom and Jerry, can't go wrong with Tom and Jerry. It's good stuff. And the last one is a really, really big box set, big beautiful box set with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs. And again, I've mentioned this in numerous occasions. I am a big fan of Japanese culture. I don't know, there's a lot of people I know that are attracted to Egyptian culture. Some people are really into like Mayan, Aztec culture. And my thing is Japanese. I love, especially the samurai era of Japan. I'm super fascinated by that era in Japan, and anything to do with samurais, I am hooked. And this one, I had the second book, but I didn't have the first book, which bugged me. But this is based on a book, and it's Shogun, and it's this really beautiful box set with the a samurai sword there, and the 5 discs. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this because again, anything with Japanese culture, I'm in, I'm sold. And this is I think it's kind of like the traditional, I would say, story, like Tom Cruise's Last Samurai. It's Gaijin that also Dances with Wolves. It's this foreigner that gets acquainted with the culture, and he feels for the plight of the culture, and then he becomes one with the culture and fights for their side. Again, like in the Last Samurai with Tom Cruise, like in Avatar like in Fern Gully, like in Dances with Wolves. It's the same story, but this is with Japanese culture. So heck yeah, I was gonna get that. I got that as soon as I saw it. All that talking makes me thirsty. So I have 2 more stuff that I have to pick up through Movie Freak. It's getting kind of late, so I'll probably leave that for another occasion because I have to actually. I won't be able to record it right now because I'm running. I can clearly see that I'm running out of memory space, so I have to dump a couple of videos on this external hard drive that I have, so I'll have enough space to record new videos. So you'll probably see me in a totally new getup. But I wanted to record at least this video of DVD updates. So expect 2 more DVD updates in the future. At this point, you'll probably have already seen a couple of videos that I've uploaded. I'm trying to keep the content to upload videos after 2 or 3 days. I'm trying to be more consistent because, again, this 2022, I'm hoping is the year. I'm hoping that the world doesn't end because of the plague, but 2022 is the year that I'm hoping that the channel really picks up and it really grows. Because, again, I've been doing YouTube for a number of years now, and I would like this year to be the year that it actually picks up and more people notice me. So if you could help me by giving me a thumbs up, comment, and that really helps the YouTube algorithm. I try to do it with as many people as I can. Mosquito. I try to do it with as many people as I can because that helps their algorithm. And yeah, just really want to get this channel noticed. But I will try to do, once I figure out how to set up the movie room, I will try to do more movie-related content or video game-related content. And not just the DVD updates that I was doing, and now the alcohol, which I am enjoying. Well, not so much Presidente, but I am enjoying the experience of buying a bottle and recording the video and having a good surprise or a kind of disappointment, like with Presidente. That still is unfortunate that it's not as good sipping as it used to be. Still a good mixer, surprisingly. So, stay tuned for new content. Thanks so much for watching, for subscribing. Still, please take care during these still crazy times. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.